Fungua milango Baba. Aha. Fungua milango iliyofungwa Baba. Fanya njia pasipo na njia. Fungua milango iliyofungwa Baba. Fanya njia pasipo na njia. Paulo na Sila pale gerezani walikuita, milango ikafunguka. Nami nakuita, fungua milango, fungua milango, wana wako wapitie. Ulifanya njia bahari ya Shamu, wana wa Israeli wakapita, mpasua bahari. Nakuita Baba, fanya njia watu wapitie. Fungua milango iliyofungwa Baba. Fanya njia pasipo na njia. Fungua milango iliyofungwa Baba. Fanya njia pasipo na njia.
Good morning, everybody. Yes, today we are going to learn about, we are going to start with maths, and we are going to learn about how to construct a circle. That's all.
Yes.
Just the same as yesterday, please have something where you can write on, right? Then you can have some questions to ask, as I will give you some questions also to ask. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Very good.
In our last lesson, we learned about circles, from which you are expected to identify the center of the circles, the radius of the circles, and the diameter of the circles. Now, if you can remember, in our last lesson, I said that the center of the circle is the point from which the circle is constructed. Radius, as you can remember, I said is a line that runs from the edge of the circle to the center of the circle. So if I remember what we learned last time, we said that line AO, since it runs from the center, the edge of the circle to the center of the circle, we refer to it as the radius of that circle. Now, on diameters, we say a line that runs from the edge of the circle through its center to the other edge of the circle is known as diameter. So we say for a line to be referred to as the diameter, that line must run from the edge of the circle to the other edge of the circle, passing through its center. Therefore, as we discussed last time, line BC we refer to as the diameter because it runs from this edge of the circle, passing through the center of the circle to the other edge of the circle. Therefore, line BC is referred to as the diameter. Now, we also talked about lines which are running through the circles, but they don't pass through its center. Like in this case, you can see line BC. Yes, the line runs through the circle, but the line does not pass through the center of the circle. So such lines, I said, they are referred to as chords, as we discussed last time. Therefore, line BC is referred to as a chord, as we said last time. line BC that runs from the edge of the circle, passing through its center to the other side, we said is referred as diameter. So line BC is the diameter of the circle. Then a line that runs from the edge of the circle to its center, as I've said before, is referred as the radius. So line AO is referred as the radius in that case. Now, having known what the radius is, what the diameter is, now today our main discussion will be on construction of the circles. We are going to construct circles whose radii are given as follows. 1, we are going to construct a circle whose radius is 15 centimeters. 2, we are going to construct a circle whose radius is 20 centimeters. Now, to construct these circles, what do we need? To construct a circle, we need 1, a ruler. 2, we need a pair of compasses. So why do we need a ruler and the pair of compasses? The ruler is to help us identify the radius to be used, and the pair of the compass is the one that help us to draw the circle. So in this case, we are going to see how I'm going to construct the first circle whose radius is 15 centimeters. As I've said, to construct that circle you need a ruler, like the one I'm holding. You need a pair of compasses, like the one I'm holding in my hand. Then from there, you'll have to get a radius as given, that's 15 centimeters. To take the pair of compasses, then place it at point 0, as you can see. Then extend the other end to 15 centimeters. So I'll place the ruler like this, then extend the other end to 15 centimeters. So as you can see, this is the radius, that is 15 centimeters. So I want to draw a circle whose radius is 15 centimeters. So to identify the radius, I will take the pair of compasses. Now where the pair of compasses touches the board, that marks the center of the circle to be drawn. Then from that point, you draw a circle. So this is the circle constructed, whose radius is 15 centimeters. So the point which the pair of compasses was standing marks the center of the circle as we discussed. So this is the center of the circle that was used to construct that circle with a radius of 15 centimeters. So to mark the radius, you need to take a ruler. Place that ruler in this order. Then draw a line that runs from the center to the edge of the circle. As we said, a line that runs from the center to the edge of the circle is radius. Therefore, we write 15 centimeters. Since the radius used to construct the circle was 15 centimeters. Now, the same is to be done in constructing the second circle whose radius is 20 centimeters. Just as explained in the first step, to construct that circle, you need a ruler and this pair of compasses. Then after that, you have to get a radius of 20 centimeters. So I'll place it at point 0, then extend the other end to 20 centimeters. So as you can see, the distance from this end up to where the compasses touches the ruler is 20 centimeters. After that, I will take the pair of compasses Place it on the board and then draw a circle whose radius is 20 centimeters. So here's the circle drawn. Its radius is 20 centimeters. Now the point at which the fellow compass was standing still marks the center of the circle. So we're starting through this point, so that is the center of that circle. Then from there, we need to draw the radius. So we have to place the ruler in this form. Then draw a line from the center to the edge of the circle. So the line there represents the radius. And since the circle that was being constructed was to have a radius of 20 centimeters, so the length here must be 20 centimeters. So this is how to construct the circles when you are given their radii. You want to see how to construct a circle when you are given the diameter. How can I construct a circle when I'm given its diameter? Remember, as we said, that diameter is a line that runs through the circle, passing through its center. Therefore, it is hard to use or to draw a circle using the diameter. So, for you to be able to draw a circle whose diameter is 50 centimeters, the first step is to identify the radius of that circle. So, how is the diameter and the radius related? So, we all know that diameter is equivalent to 2 radii. Diameter is equivalent to 2 radii. Therefore, it means if you are given the diameter as 50 centimeters, from that diameter you can identify the radius simply by just saying the radius of that circle, whose diameter is 50 centimeters, will be the same as the diameter given divided by 2. So if you take 50 centimeters and divide by 2, a half of 50 centimeters will be 25 centimeters. So it is this radius that we are going to use to help us construct the circle. Therefore, after identifying the radius of the circle, in the next step, you will take your ruler. After taking your ruler, you will get that radius of 25 centimeters. Just as we said in the first 2 steps, you will place the compass at 0, then extend the other edge to 25 centimeters. As you can see, that is the 25 centimeters that I was to take as my radius in constructing a circle whose diameter is 50 centimeters. Now, after identifying the radius of the circle, then you now use that radius to help you construct the circle. You get the length on a ruler as you've done. Then you place the pair of compass on the board. Remember, as I said, the point at which the pair of compass stands, you mark its center. And from there, you draw a circle. So the circle I've just drawn has a diameter of 50 centimeters, which we are given to use to construct it. But since there is no way in which you can construct a circle using its diameter, we are forced to identify its radius. Which of course you said the radius must be a half of its diameter. So as we obtained from the ruler, the length from here up to here was 25 centimeters. So we will use that as a half of the diameter to help us construct the circle as you can see. So the point at which the pair of compass was standing was to mark its center. So this is the center of the circle. After that, because we are told to draw a circle whose diameter is 50 centimeters, we take a ruler. Draw a line running from this edge of the circle, passing through its center, to the other edge of the circle. So the line I've just drawn on the border is the diameter of the circle constructed. Therefore, we have the length as 50 centimeters. So just as I've said, anytime you are given the diameter of a circle and you are told to construct the circle, step one, as we said, you need to identify the radius of that circle by getting a half of its diameter. Then after getting half of the diameter, you use that radius to help us construct the circle. Just as I did, after getting the radius to be 55 centimeters, I place the pair of compasses in the middle, that is at the center of the circle, from which the pair of compasses was turned to help me construct the circle. So anytime you are given the diameter and you are asked to construct the circle, that is the step that you must go through. Now, that was the end of our lesson of today. So in our next lesson, we'll be discussing now how to calculate the circumference, that is the distance all around a given circle. Otherwise, nice time.
Good. From our lesson today, I need to know so many things. Piece of check. Now, from the lesson, what were we learning about? What were we learning about? Yes, Glenn? Constructing a circle. Are you together? Now, that's a question. When you want to construct a circle, what do you need? When you want to construct a circle, what do you need? Yes, Sylvia? A ruler, that's one, very good. Yes, then a pair of compass. Do you have any? Can I see your ruler? Can I see your ruler? Carry up your ruler. Yeah, some of you have it. No, somebody is carrying a protractor. A ruler. And a pair of compass. Very good. And a pencil for your case. Are you together? For a teacher needs a compass and a piece of chalk. Is it true? Yes. Now, what helps us to construct a circle apart from a ruler and a compass? What helps us to construct a circle? Apart from compass and a ruler, what else? Yes? Apart from compass, radius. Are we together? We have a line known as radius. And therefore, what is a radius? Yes? It's a line that touches the center of the circle and one edge of the circle. Are you together? What is a diameter? What is a diameter? What is a diameter? Yes, just try. Is a line that passes through the center of the circle and touches both ends of the edge of the circle. Are we together? For example, you can see this. This is a diameter, isn't it? It passes through the center of the circle and touches both sides of the circle. Are we together? Then a chord. A chord. A chord is a line that does not pass through the circle. See, the center of the circle. Is it true? It doesn't pass through the center of the circle, but it touches the edge of the circle. Are you clear? Now, another question. How can you get the radius when you are given a diameter? How can you get a radius when you are given a diameter? How can you get a radius when you are given a diameter? You can get a radius when you are given a diameter by dividing the diameter by 2. By dividing a diameter by 2. And therefore, if you have a 50 centimeters diameter, what is its radius? What is its radius? Yes? 25. Simply means that you take that 50 diameter centimeters, then you divide by 2, as you can see here.
Fine particle goes in
This is the circle constructed whose radius is 15 centimeters. So the first tool that we construct a circle whose radius is 20 centimeters. Now, to construct this circle, what do we need? Center of the circle and the other edge of the circle. We have like this.
Can you see that? What is the name of line AO? Yes. And what about the name? What is the name of line BC? Yes. Diameter. And what is the name of line CD? CD. Yes. Chord. Can you see that? Very good. Let's proceed.
C is referred as the diameter. Now, we also talked about lines that are running through the circle, but they don't pass through its center. Like in this case, you can see like BC. Therefore, line BC is referred as a chord that I said last time.
Line C,
that
line DC is referred to as chord. Are you together?
from the edge of the circle, passing through the center to the other side, instead is referred as a diameter. So then this is the diameter of the circle. Then a line that runs from the edge of the circle to the center, as I've said before, is referred as radius. So like, you need a pair of compasses, and the one I'm holding in my hand. Then from there, we'll have to get a radius as given, that is 15 centimeters. So we'll take the pair of compasses, then flip.
And you see a pair of compass?
yes,
And you see a ruler?
yes,
Those are the materials that you need when you want to construct a circle. Are you together?
yes,
Very good.
It at point 0, as you can see. Then extend the other end to 15 centimeters. So I place the ruler like this, then extend the other end to 15 centimeters. So as you can see, this is the radius, that is 15 to be drawn. Then from that point, you draw a circle. So this is the circle constructed with radius 15 centimeters. So the question is to draw a circle using the diameter. So for you to be able to draw a circle with diameter 50 centimeters, the first step is to identify the radius of that circle.
What is the first step that you need to identify when you want to draw a circle? Yes? What is the first step that you should identify? Yes? The radius of the circle. Are we together? Now here we have a diameter. Can you see? Yes. Now you want to draw a circle using a diameter. What should you do? Let's see.
So how is the diameter and the radius related?
How are they related? How are they related? Let's see.
So we all know that diameter is equivalent to 2 radi.
You get that?
Yes.
Diameter is equivalent to
2 radi.
Which means that if you take 1 radius multiply by 2, what do you get?
25.
What do you get? You get diameter. What do you get?
Diameter.
If you take 1 radius multiply by 2, you get 1 diameter. What do you get?
1 diameter.
Very good.
Diameter is equivalent to 2 radi. Therefore, it means if you are given the diameter as 50 centimeters, from that diameter you can identify the radius simply by just saying the radius of that circle, whose diameter is 50 centimeters, will be the same as the diameter given divided by 2.
You get that?
Yes.
Now, how can you get a diameter when you're? How can you get a radius when you're given a diameter? Somebody is just playing something. How can you get a radius when you're given a diameter? How can you get that? Yes? Very good. By dividing that diameter by 2. Are we together?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if 30 centimeters and divided by 2, a half of 50 centimeters will be 25 centimeters.
You get that?
Yes.
It will be?
25 centimeters.
Very good.
So it is this radius that we are going to use to help us construct the circle.
Now, what helps us to construct a circle? Is it the diameter or the radius? Can you pronounce? Is it the diameter or radius? Yes, sir, Brenda? Very good, very good. Is the radius. The radius helps us to construct a circle. Sasa?
Yes.
Therefore, after I give the radius of the circle, in the next step, we take the ruler.
Now, up to there, if you have any question, you can ask. If you have any question, you can ask. Now, I want you to now, back to your class, go and construct a circle whose radius is 10 centimeters and 5 centimeters. Sasa, can you do that? Write down. Construct a circle whose radius is 10 centimeters and 5 centimeters. Sasa? Very good. Now from there, you go have a rest for 5 minutes, then you come back for science. Sasa?
Yes.
You go out.
Thank you, Maria.
Fungua milango baba. Aha.
Fungua milango.
napita Baba, fanya njia watu wapitie. Usikate tamaa rafiki yangu, yeye ni yule jana leo na hata milele. Alivyotenda nyakati za Biblia atatenda